Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IYT, the USO, the UUP, and the GLD. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. So another light day on the spider here, guys. 18 cents down, pretty much a flat, just a non-event of a day. We did close above here in the side of this candle, so it is a little bit strong. You still are above the 20, the 50, and the 200 MA. Came off a little bit of consolidation to pop up. Do we get the same consolidation? Maybe back into this trend line as it's moving up, as it's moving sideways. And then do we shoot up for the 248 to 252 area? Possibly. Still need more on the charts here to figure out where this thing can go. Does it go down? I don't know, guys. I just need to see more on the chart. So light volume again, so keep an eye on the volume. A little more volume comes in, we should possibly get a little more selling. But if we move up, that could be a new wave of buyers coming into the market. So watch for that. The IWM, 20 million on the day. Light volume just disappeared, guys. And we fell back a little bit. This was the weak horse on the day, 0.62%. And just wait for pattern. This thing could chop, 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 chop for the next leg up. Or it could chop, 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 chop for the next leg down on the broken pattern, bullish pattern. So right now, slightly bullish. This little close was slightly bearish, but holding on. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Do we get follow through? Then that would be slightly a little more bearish. Or do we get just the next leg up and maybe pop through and maybe close at all-time highs? Who knows? Tomorrow's a new day. Gives us a new piece of the puzzle, and we'll play it from there. But again, light volume prevails. We'll probably just hang out up in this area. Let's look at the Qs. Nothing wrong. New intraday highs above the 20, the 50, and the 200 MA. Good trend. A little bit stretched. I'd like to see it come back in and kiss this 20 MA, but we'll see. Nice little move up here. Nice pullback. Nice little move up there with a little thrust at the end there. Let's see if we can get a couple more, maybe to the 145 area, at least to the 145. Where's the highs? Right there, 143.68. 145, 146. I'd love to see 150, but I don't know if we'll get there. If you are long, just tighten the stops and follow this thing up. You don't want to be caught in a storm, and next thing you know, this thing comes not crashing down, but a nice pullback comes in because some news or something out of Russia or something. Who knows, guys? Keep that in mind. A lot of these markets are news-driven, and that's what's happening right now. So DIA up, sideways. That's pretty much all the moves on all these indexes, guys. Up, sideways, bullish, stays above the 20 and the 50 MA and the 200, of course. Slightly bullish stance because of that, above all the moving averages. And now we're above the trend line. Let's see if we can continue sideways, or does this thing try to make the next move up? 215, 220, 225, 226 area. But first, let's see if we consolidate, then the next pop up. Or, you know, or do we stay here for 3-4 weeks? That wouldn't surprise me at all. The way these markets just kind of sit and just droop around, and they get a little pop up, comes in a little pop up. So let's see if we get another little pullback. Still have a trend line down in here too. So if we get below the moving averages, then we'll keep an eye on this chart. But then you got this pivot, that pivot. See how you could connect the lows here, and then you got some good support there as well. So let's keep an eye on this and see what happens with the DIA. Let's get into the IYT now. IYT, this is one that's got a lead like the IWM, and they're not, guys. Everything else is making all-time highs. These are not. So that's something to say, hey, let's keep an eye on that. So let's see if this consolidates and then moves up. So, you know, maybe for another 5-6 days and then the thrust up. Or does this thing just turn around and come in on no volume and it just gets weaker? If we get some follow through to the downside, then maybe lower prices. This is your big area right here, guys. If you crack this, if you're short the IYT and you crack this line, you're probably going to the 200 MA. No problem down here, low pivot, 157.52. That area gives, then you're probably going to 150. So beware of this. If you are bullish, you got to get above this trend line now, the 170 area, and continue going. My guess, they'd try to gap it up and keep it going, maybe on some news, good news, or you know, something. It's going to be on news right now, guys. All right, so keep an eye on that. Watch China too. That's kind of a wild card in this whole mix as well. So, but anyways, nice 12-day rally here above the MAs. Nothing wrong. Let's wait for pattern on the IYT. Again, light volume. USO on the other hand, nice pullback, another retrace, boom, like this. Great bearish pattern, nice fall. Retrace it. We reload. Get it again. gosh, a little more, we would have reloaded again for another. We would have had at least a week and a half of down. So you got great support down in here, guys. If this thing gives away, then you're probably going to go to $9. If you're trying to catch this bottom, this is a great area of support for a possible short-term bounce. If it bounces back up into here, guys, I'll short it again up in this area. So right now, nothing for me to do. Nothing. If you're short the USO, great. If you're thinking about it, don't do it yet. It still could go lower. Then if anything, then you wait for it to go long. I'm still thinking we go easily $9 and maybe to $8 and maybe possibly lower on the USO. So write that down in your notebooks, guys. All right, so the USO. So we'll see with this one coming into support. Let's go into the UUP now. UUP, same thing, bearish pattern. I'm still thinking 24.30 area to $24. If we crack that, then we're going a lot lower. But right now, those are some pretty good areas. You have some. You have a nice pivot around 23.28. You got a nice gap fill down here around 22.83. So we're still up in the $25 area. I hope we get down here for the next bounce, and then we'll take it from there. The UUP, though, as a breakout, guys, if you're bullish and you're kind of hanging on here, it's got to get above the 20. These moving averages, the big area is this one here. Gets above that trend line and confirms, you're going right back up here to 26, 27. So either way, right now, you got probably about a 50-50 shot. If it goes lower, it goes to that $24 area, then you probably have more of a 70 to 80% bounce area. If that area goes through, then you're unfortunately looking at the 23.25, maybe even a little bit lower. So you got to be ready. There is a little area around 23.79. So that's the UUP. This is setting up for possible lower prices. Again, if you want it to go up, or if you're long or bullish, then you got to get above these certain areas here. All right, let's go to the GLD. GLD is working out pretty good. We're back above that trend line. Hopefully we get a little more volume tomorrow to push this thing higher, fill this gap, get the double top, and hopefully, I got to get above here and close. That's the big area. So we're waiting for pattern to possibly move up. If this thing starts to slip, gets back below these MAs, fills the gap, we could possibly go lower. Big trend line here is this one. Big area right here around 116 or so. This area gives, we could possibly go lower. I'm still a bull on gold. I still have a long position in the GLD, so I want it to go up. But I'm just saying, if this thing slips and starts getting down in this area and that thing cracks, we could possibly go lower, where that's okay. I'll add more down here, guys. All right, so that's it for the GLD. Let's go to the Jnug. Yeah, so just hold on. Let's see what, we don't really have any pattern other than a break of the trend line there. Let's see if we go a little bit higher. I wish I could tell you more, guys. Markets are pretty boring lately. So Jnug, nothing wrong. I mean, still a little bit. It's still bearish overall, but slightly bullish here. Again, 14 to 20. You got to take something off the table. I think people are reloading here. If it gets back one down, I'd like it around 13.50. One little dip, get everybody out, and then bounce it back up. But I don't know if I'll get that. Then I just won't be in the trade. And I'm looking at the GDXJ. That's the one that works with the Jnug. Reason I'm saying that, I'd love to see this gap fill in this 27.44 area. Kiss too. This is slightly bearish too. Slightly bullish, but overall bearish. Slightly bullish, but an inside bar bearish. So this one probably has a better chance of going down, but if this pattern fails and starts moving up, you'll probably definitely get to the 200 MA. Probably, or, it's a better shot. It's about you start getting above here and keep going, you got a pretty good shot that it's going into this area. And then that's the next area of big resistance. So if you're in the Jnug, hold tight. If this thing starts to slip, Jnug will probably go lower, and then this is your area looking for the bounce down in here. If that gives, then all bets off. You have some pivots down here right at about $25, so you got to watch for that area. So once it gets here, if it cracks through there, then we'll take a look at where it could possibly go. But right now, nothing's really wrong with it. We break the trend line, then we have to talk. So, all right, guys, that's it for tonight. If you like the videos, go to StockBookie.com, sign up for the free membership. You'll get more videos like this or email alerts to when I post stuff, the email alerts to the live sessions. You want to come to the live session during the intraday action where we possibly can find some trades and make a little bit of money. and then we go over stuff, setups, a little bit of education, and just let's look at some charts and see if we can figure out where these things are going. So sign up, guys, StockBookie.com, and it's free. What do you guys have to lose? And we're looking to do more option stuff and bring a couple new people on where they're going to do some videos, maybe do some round table sessions, stuff like that. So so check it out. Go to the site. There's some trades on there. There's a lot of videos and a little bit of education and a little bit of fun. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. You know, hopefully I'm teaching some of you guys out there or saving your butts or possibly making you some money. So thanks again. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.